Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are finally getting to do something should have done a while ago, and that's weigh cattle. So we're going to start by weighing calves, clipping them and sorting them from bulls, bullocks and heifers, and weighing them and clipping them and maybe going through any replacement tags that need to be ordered. So have the Gundam Crush, have it getting it set up, so have that. We cannot get wand to talk to this no more. How hard we tried, everyone we get in contact with, not going to happen. So I have this connected to my phone, put the phone in there, and then I can just go, that'll scan EID tag to phone, and then I input, and then I'll just be able to do that. It's easier than trying to hold the phone and everything. So Liv has just gone to get the clippers so that we can clip the calves' tails. So, and then we're ready to go then, basically. So the plan would be we'll let them in, clip them, and then start weighing and spraying and marking and all that crack. That's the plan. Also the yard, that part of the yard has been tore up, so we're just after clearing all the stone out of it, or concrete off it. So we were going to wait, but we are in the dairy beef scheme and we have to have our calves weighed for the 1st of November. The last day is the 31st, so we need to get it done. So I just cleared this off, and we will get a tanker of water and wash that off whenever they come back to make a start at that. Close up the gates there, Liv. And yeah, also this video is sponsored by HerdWatch. We use the HerdWatch app for recording everything and anything to do with the cattle. So we'll be using the HerdWatch app to record the weight, to record the missing tags, and to see whether they're bulls, bullocks or heifers, breeds, all that fun stuff. And we'll have an idea daily weight gains of the calves that we would have weighed when we dosed them, see how they've done since then. Anyways, Lee's going putting out a lot of dung there. Just not a lot left to do, but just want to get it done now. Day is fast approaching. So anyways, we go let out the first batch of cattle. So we're ready to go. Liv is ready. We have that connected to that, and then Liv is going to do that. I'm going to start clipping from the front so that Liv can be weighing as we go, so we're being efficient. Cattle are being dirty, so what we're doing by clipping their tails is we're going to, I might just put down the camera. Pumpkin patch is on too, so we're trying to set it up as a one-man operation, but I have some help till then. The reason we're clipping them is to clip the tails so that the cattle will stay cleaner. If the tails are clean, no hair in them, they won't carry as much muck on their tails, and then that muck won't get set up all over their sides. And we're also separating the bulls from the heifers. There's no fear of the bulls putting a heifer and calf or everything is too young. Yes, but the problem is the bulls are starting to get a little bit boisterous with the ladies. So that also means there's a lot of riding going on, and when you have a lot of riding going on, you have a lot of transfer of muck from the belly up onto the backs. And that's why you'll see muck on the hind quarter and along the side of the belly, but nothing up on the back. That's why we want to separate the bulls from the heifers, try and help keep everybody cleaner, and clip the tails. So that's what we're at. And I have Liv helping me till she has to go back to the pumpkins. So Liv has left me to go do pumpkins, so I'm by myself. One-man operation now to weigh those sort cattle. So I have 14 done there now and clip. So load the shoe up again, stick it on time lapse, and we weigh. And just still having trouble getting that to stay connected to that, because every time it closes the lock screen, the whole thing turns itself off. So I'm gonna have one more go at it, see can I get to work. But yeah, weights anywhere from 176 to the lightest there was a Belgian Blue at 99 kilos. Daily weight gains from birth now, so it's averaging it that every calf is 40 to 45 kilos depending on the breed, was anywhere from 5.5 down to that Belgian Blue was bad. I'd say we're averaging, daily weight gain wise, I'd say we're averaging around 0.4 just in the first 14 since birth. So it sounds a little bit better than last year, but it's not till we get all done and sit down and do the maths before we figure out exactly where we are. 14 isn't a good sample yet. Anyways, we'll stick it on time lapse. I'm gonna see can I get this connect one last time, and we get these lads done by ourselves.
It's all fun and it's all game. Goes to hell, no one's to blame. I think.
Guess who's back? Back again. Liv is back. She's just finished one group, so she's half an hour to help. Also, you can see the gravel there is gone pretty mucky. It was mucky before we started. But we're moving on to the next line of cattle. Also, Liv got the results back at the last round of worm counts, and everything is clear. 110. We had 2 at 0, 1 at 30, 1 at 60. The last dose we done worked, so they're clear now for the winter. So happy days. Anyways, we get clipping, and Liv's going to get weighing. So, guess who's back again? So Liv is back. The last group is left now before we go back to families at the end. Calves all weighed. Weights are all over the place. Lightest was a Belgian blue at 99 kilos. Heaviest was a Norwegian red at 180. Herefords weighed quite well there, surprisingly. I said it before, very good compared to other years. When we have all weighed and all done and we sit down, we look at what bulls were used, but definitely Herefords and even Angus. Angus have come on a lot since the days of the KYA, but the Herefords definitely vast improvement in them. But yeah, we had anywhere from up on 0.55 down to some of the blues, and some of the smaller calves are 2.2 kilos a day, 200 grams a day. So yeah, mixed bag. But I would have liked to have done them when they were coming in. They always looking way better when they come in, but this is what it is. It's a hand we're dealt this year, but we're getting it done. So we have to take the heifers out, all the orange marks out. They're going into the shed. Bulls are going back across them, out the other shed, bring them up, do the same with them, and then sort them, and then we're ready to bring in the next batch of calves that's out on the big field, sort them and put them to where they should be. When we get the other batch of calves done, then we'll start doing bullocks and bulls and seeing how they are all faring out. Really interested in doing the bullocks. They look massive. Hoping for some big weights when we get doing them. Anyway, we sort these calves out. So we just have the heifers put in with the bulls sorted down there. So now we're going to get the next lads out of the pig shed, run them up this way, and then Lee's pumping up slurry now. He's the bed dung spread, and yeah, we'll just get this done and sorted, then we'll move on to the next thing. But yeah, hopefully get them up here without any issues. Hopefully. Quick release. Quick release. So that's the guys in. Come on, Liv.
Still time.
Is it?
Oh.
Time is that? We get a bit done. So that is these guys in. You can see there's one Belgian blue. The way his back is all matted. That's a sign he's one that they're picking on, they're bullying him. So we're going to take him out of the shed now. And you always find that when you have a group of bulls, just particularly young bulls. You don't really see it in a batch of 50 bulls in for finishing, but when you have a batch of weanlings like that, they always pick on the one calf to ride. They always be bullying him, riding him, and it leaves him with a sore back. So when we see a calf like that, we take him out. So we'll put him onto the lawn with a few of the others. So anyways, boss is telling me to hurry up, so we'll bear. What? So we're just after putting in our bull that was in with the calves. He was one tag, so we need to order a tag. So was he weighed when we dosed them then? He must have been, because he's 446 and it says he's done 1.65 kilos a day.
But it could have been the old scale. It would have been the old scales.
No, because we weighed them, that batch of calves, we brought them up, weighed them and dosed them. So that's when we dosed that batch of calves. He's done 1.65 kilos a day since. Huh? Done well, boss, haven't you? You've done well. Anyways, we'll be able to take the bulls out of the calves now. The heifers now. And we're back just the bull weanlings. So, not a bad lump of a gossin now. Not a bad lump of a gossin.
This happened once before. I don't wanna see it anymore. comes another one, stumbling up the steps and through the door. I don't
So here we have Phoenix, our miracle bull from down the bottoms, who spent 3 weeks lying and got up once the calves were with him. He's backing out. What weight was he?
358.
358. Did he put on weight? What did he do?
0.6 a day.
0.6 a day since we weighed him. We call him Phoenix because he rose from the ashes. So happy to have him. Anyways, we keep going. Nearly at the end of it. So we now have the heifers put away. Bulls all mixed together. Well, bull weanlings, and we have our 4 bulls here that we need to put on vinegar. And the reason we put vinegar on, if you don't know, it's so that we can put these bulls in with some other bulls and not have any fighting. How the vinegar works is it basically just masks the smell of them. They just can't smell each other with the vinegar. So we just put a bit on all the bulls, new bulls that are going in, and then we skate a bit on the bulls in the shed, just on a few, just so that they kind of mask everyone's smells and they get confused. They don't smell each other and they spend most of their time riding then instead of fighting. So it works quite well. It works very well. We've seen it on Facebook of a man in Canada doing it with stock bulls, and we tried it and it works brilliant. You could mix any amount of bulls together and it seems to work 110%. It said cider vinegar, but we're using white vinegar now. Same job. So get them bulls in and then we get them lads back to where they should. So just putting back in the bull weanlings now. We have 3 calves to go on the lawn, and yeah, that's this round done. So we have to expand the shed below yet, so I think there'll be about 70-ish in it now, maybe. Shouldn't be too bad. Come on! But we have to move a combine header and take out the old calf, or the new calf feeder, and then we're ready to expand. Come on! Don't be afraid of the water. We'll be ready to expand their housing and bring in the next, still 2 batches of calves out. One is pretty much ready to come in, and the other is still has grass ahead of them, so there'll be no big panic on them. So now let's just hope they aim for that small hole, or small gate back in. So anyways, we're going to pick it up again when we bring in the next round of calves, I think, or it'll be when we start weighing the bullocks and the bulls, one or the other. Anyways, we pick it up later. Just please they go in and don't end up anywhere else. There we have our bullocks out. There's some bulls in there, and as you would see, they are a good bit cleaner than the bulls we let out from the other side and moved into the mill peat, and that's because they're bullocks. Bullocks tend to be cleaner in a cubicle setting, but we do have a handful of bulls in there, and they'd be responsible for any of them that have muck, because they're the ones that go around riding. Bullocks don't have zero interest in any of that, whereas bulls do. So we're not going to take the bulls out from them today, but when we get our grain gone and we'll get them bulls moved over there and all that monkeying done, we'll take the bulls out of here and move them in with the other batch of bulls. So we're going to get the rest of our stuff ready, and we get weighing, clipping, and this time dosing. So we are ready to go now, and we have help. Rory and Kate are back from their travels in Europe. They've been here a couple of days now. We're getting our money's worth out of them for feeding them the last while. We're getting a bit of work out of them, but they're more than happy to help. So, good travels around Europe?
Yeah, it was great, yeah.
Recommend it to people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Croatia.
You heard that here first, Croatia. That's where you need to go travel in Europe. Anyways, I'm going to stick the camera on time lapse. We're going to make a go at these lads. They're a little bit anxious, so hopefully they'll wear themselves out while we get at it. But anyways, we get to it. So we'll be dosing our bullocks after we clip them. So we'll be clipping their backs, their tails, and then weighing them. We'll be dosing them with closmectin. That's the dose we use every year for the bulls. And the reason we'll be clipping their backs is to help with them overheating in the shed, as it leaves them easier to cool down, less chance of pneumonia, less sweat and all that. The scales on, Rory tested it out and he says it's not calibrated.
Added an extra 14 kilos.
You must have been eating well around Europe. Anyways, we get working.
Take too many more. Another trying to make a dime. Another sucker on the vine.
So, Roy's just dipping the last tail there, and then we're ready to start weighing. And by looking at these bullocks, I'm expecting some pretty good weights now. They look really good. There's great bit of size in them, even when they're in the chute, you know. They're quite big in the chute, which we don't often see, but it's nice to see. But I'm looking forward to weighing these now because I'm expecting some big weights. The thing to remember though is we're about a month later than we normally would be weighing. We normally weigh when we're going in, but because this area here is currently dug up, we weren't, because we thought it might get done and we didn't get done, so we're just doing it because it needs to be done. We want to be able to get weights of our cattle before they start full finish and ration, which the first bulls did today, so that we compare them, so we can get daily weight gains for the end of the finishing period. So yeah, it's not what we wanted, but we're getting it done all the same. And then we'll dose them with plasmectin and then make sure they have no worms, lice, mites and ticks and all that crack. So yeah, looks like we're ready to start weighing the first of them.
I don't think I could take too many more. Another trying to make a dime. Another sucker on the vine. Another slacker trying to get off cheap. I'm just trying to get a good night's sleep. When you think you've had enough, here comes another one. When you think you've had enough, here comes another one. Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Stumbling up the steps and through the door. Don't think I could take too many more.
So we have nearly all weighed now. Fantastic weight coming in. Now, that thing to remember is we're a month later weighing, so you're trying to level expectations. I don't know, but we've had one animal over 600 kilos. We've had a lot of over 500, 564s last one we let out, but some really nice weights. We've only had one so far that was light, that I consider light. He done about 320-ish going into the shed, but he's still done. No, he's actually on half kilo a day. Daily weight gain since they were last weighed when they went out, pretty good. Nearly around a kilo a day. So, anyways, I'll move the camera. We'll get last C's done.
Here comes another one. Stumbling up the steps and through the door. Don't think I could take too many more.
So we have the last cattle here clipped, ready to go in. So see if the weights are, but yeah, doing pretty damn good so far. Happy out, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah? Right, let's go in. First one up. Come on.
Yep.
I don't think he has a tag. Oh, he does. He's one of last. So this bull, he's a bull because he's FRX, so he wouldn't have been squeezed. 518, and he's one of this year's. He's done 0.82 since he's went out to grass. So then now I know his weight. I get my gun. I go 30, 20, and on to the next one. Yeah, he's well on the way. Another 2 months feeding to go to the 1st of January. That is what I want to see. He should come into near 600 kilos. even just based on last year's poor weight gains. So it's good to see. Yeah, have him here. 436. It's another bull. So he's done 0.91 since he went out. So 436, so that's 30 and 13. So very accurate way of dosing. We'll move on to the next one. Brilliant job that, because regardless of 30 tags or not, speeds it up. But we do have a few here that are 21s calves that weren't big enough for finishing of the bullocks, so they were let back out. Again, that's why this year's 342, so that's the Leghorn. It's actually down as a heifer. That's not a heifer though. That's not a heifer. Well, it is a heifer. Anyways, 1.008, so it's not too bad. So that's one big one and a little bit. Oh, that's not a heifer. Huh? Oh, it's not a heifer. That's not a heifer, that is one hole. That's the fun bit. People get it wrong. Or farmers get it wrong. No. 443. Yeah. 4.3, another 0.92. Can't say since at grass because some of that would have been done from in the shed. So that's just a bit, or it's a little bit disappointing. Just be nice to have weighed them when they come in and got the at grass weights. But anyways, two more and we're done. Come on.
Yep.
372.
You got one?
No.
It's no.
It's the fun bit. Old school. Read the tag.
In between the shot.
Yeah. This could take a bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up. Up. Come on. That's them weighed, dosed, clipped. Always has to be one awkward one. Nelly. So yeah, that's them done. We get them back into the shed and finish up the jobs for today, and we'll see what we get weighed tomorrow. Watch. And that is it. So we have 2 batches of calves weighed and the bullocks weighed and dosed, and now they are on, well, heading for full ration. Just out here. A few calves that we just keep on the lawn. We keep any of our dodgy lads outside. Always seems to work better than trying to keep them in the shed. They do have the shed at the back there. There's a bit of an area for them to go into. But yeah, this video is long enough. I haven't just had the time to sit down and try and figure out what her weight differences are between last year's cattle and this year's, and that's purely because not only do I have to sit down and say it right, but this is the difference, but I also have to back work because we're a month late weighing the cattle, which is, yeah, not ideal, but at least we're getting them weighed, so we'll be able to get her for the weanlings weights going back out, and for the bullocks weights at finishing to see what we were averaging daily weight gains. Next up is to get the bulls on the slats weighed, and yeah, weigh them, get the rest of the calves in, weigh them, and then hopefully I'll have our average weights for this year and what they're like compared to last year. So yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to check out Herdwatch, there'll be links for Herdwatch in the description down below. They sponsor all our livestock videos, because there's never a time we go doing something with livestock but we aren't using the app. Simplifies the whole job. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's great to see Rory and Kate back out with us. They're come back to the UK, and they're spending, I think, the next couple of months in the UK. So if you see them knocking around the UK, it is them. And yeah, great to have them back. Great characters. Anyways, hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. And hopefully next week we'll get the rest of the cattle weighed and dosed, and we'll see how the bulls on the slats are looking. I just want to show you the difference between what's on the rubber and what's not, just to look at the minute, because it's not what I was expecting. Anyways, that's it from me. Good luck.